all I want to say is you're in for a huge treat. And why I say that is because our favorite people here, our favorite Club Med duo, Sam and Tyler, since we announced this webinar, Tyler came late yesterday and said, Susan, guess what? What did you tell me, Tyler?
We figured we should go big. I just saw High from Newfoundland and High from Vancouver. So coast to coast, we thought, let's do 84,000 points, which is enough for two people for a week at any Club Med.
Wow. Okay. So did everyone hear that? Enough for two people, 1 week, Club Med. And their choice, right?
Their choice. I would choose ski based on the webinar, but hey, personal preference.
Well, that's what we're talking about today. You guys have a really great update on your all-inclusive ski resorts, some great sales for September, I know as well. And this really gives us all a great chance to meet with all of our spoiled agents. So everyone, I just want to say thank you again. If you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A box and not in the chat, because for sure today, you're going to want to leave that chat for the oohs and the ahs. And I also will be putting in the chat on Facebook and on Zoom, Tyler and Sam's contact information and how you can find the Club Med supplier page on Spoiled Agent. So just in case you don't know, you go to spoiledagent.com and you're going to go down to the hotels and you're going to click on Club Med, and it's going to give you everything that you need to know. Sales contacts, because people come to us a lot for that, the specialist program, agent rates, things like this, webinars, they're all there for you. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to meet you guys at the end at the Q&A box. And I want to thank you guys again for joining us. I'm wearing my favorite shirt, 45.
We love it. Everybody needs a 45 shirt in their closets.
Yes, they do. And I'm happy I have one.
Resorts to get one. So that's the kicker there, right?
For sure. All right, guys. Well, over to you and see you soon.
Okay, well, let's get started. So guys, as you know, Tyler and I are here today to talk to you all about ski. Now is our ski blitz season and our ski winter sales opening. So we need you to be fully trained up now. We need you to know the product. We need you to know how to book it. And then we need you to know where to find the information. What we learned last year when we were at the Toronto Ski Show was that everybody has a ski client in their portfolio. As much as you may think that you may not sell ski, trust us, you can. With the amount of clients we were meeting that already had their Club Med ski vacations booked for that coming year. So once again, if you guys don't know us, I hope that you do, but Tyler and I look after the English Canadian market. So if you need any of our contact information, you can find it all here. We are both located in Ontario, but do know that we do cover majority of the country in the English Canadian region. So let's start off with our brand new ad campaign, L'Esprit Libre. This is really about the freestyle type of lifestyle, and we will go from there.
If your only problem is to ski or après-ski, that's L'Esprit Libre. Club Med.
So Tyler and I have both skied and snowboarded on that slope that you see there. So that's in La Rosière. We're going to talk more about that village for you. But the main reason why we're here, like I mentioned before, is our ski getaway sale and the sales opening for our mountain resorts in the Alps, Quebec, Charlevoix. And we're also going to touch on Japan as well. So you can find all this information on Club Med TA. Please make sure that you are all signed up for that. We'll put the URL into the chat box as well, so you have it. And we have a dedicated ski page for this sale. Keep in mind the dates. So there are a couple different things you need to notice on here about the booking window. So this sale started on September 3rd, and the full parameter of resorts, so all resorts, run until the 17th of September. Once we hit the 18th of September to the 2nd of October, you are going to have a reduced parameter of resorts, and those ones are listed right there for you. So you can see that we have reduced the amount of resorts that will be available in that shortened parameter. So if you have clients looking to go to Ting or La Rosière or Val d'Isère, you're going to have to book them now before the 17th of December in order to get those reduced rates. So what do we have for you guys? We have a bit of an incentive here. So not only are we giving one lucky person today 84,000 points that they can use towards their next Club Med adventure, but we are also going to be drawing for a chance to win $1,000 prepaid gift card for the top ski seller. So the more ski bookings you make, the more chances you have to win. And we will have a runner up there as well, where you have the chance to win either an Apple Watch or Apple AirPods.
This is for English Canada only as well. So we have two separate ones. We're doing it for French speaking and English Canada. So really, it's wide open for you to win this.
Yes, thank you for that. The chances are huge to win for this. So again, one prize in English Canada, and then we also have a separate one going on for Quebec as well. Okay, so what is the whole purpose of the sales opening? Why do we want you to book now? The main part about this is that we operate in separate business units. So as you guys know, we have our Canadian, American, and Mexican business unit that operate as our North American BU, that we like to call it. We have a couple weeks here to pre-sell our ski and mountain product prior to Brazilian and French business units opening. Once those two open, you will have limited availability and limited amount of resorts to sell. So right now is your opportunity for those increased sales. You're also going to be able to secure your clients those preferred dates of travel. So think about holiday breaks, Christmas, New Year's, Reading Week, March break. Those are like the most sought after dates. So please make sure that you are getting them booked in now. Of course, it gives you peace of mind and your clients peace of mind and reduces all that stress when it comes to last minute bookings, which really don't exist in the ski market. And you have that wider array of options available. So like we showed you, there is the full parameter available now, and then we will reduce it, but now is the time to book your clients into our ski properties. So we are the leader in the mountain vacation. So why book us? What makes us different? The number one question that you need to ask your clients is, did you know that Club Med is the world's largest ski provider and ski school? Their answer is probably no, but we definitely have that in our back pocket, and we are the pioneer of the ski vacation. We have no competition in this realm. We are the all-inclusive ski provider as well. So what does that mean? Not only are you getting your meals, your drinks, your all-day bar and après-ski, you're also getting your kids clubs, you're getting your kids lessons, you're getting ski lessons for everybody, your lift passes, and you're also getting ski experts within that. So you are working with guides from all the mountains that we have resorts on, as well as our expert geo team. You have the wellness programming, the after ski relaxation, daily entertainment. The list really goes on here. You don't have to add anything additional when you are coming onto a Club Med ski holiday. Now, do keep in mind that when you do book flights, your transfers are included. The transfers in the Alps and in Quebec Charlevoix are quite expensive. So once you add on those flights, full all-inclusive package, air, transfers, accommodation. We book any scheduled carrier that you will see in GDS. We are not booking any low-cost carriers. And yet that ski vacation that you're booking, or I should say mountain vacation, is really suitable for anyone. So if you have families traveling with young kids to teenagers to multi-generational families, we also have different resorts that are available that are geared towards couples, and then the solo traveler or the one that just wants to go with their friends. So there definitely is something for everyone. We have the 24 snow resorts available globally. So we really want you to live the dream of that snow holiday. And where are they going to be included? You can see them here. 13 resorts in France, 1 in Canada with more coming, 1 in Switzerland. Right now we have 1 in Italy with a second resort being opened up called San Sicario, 3 in China, and 4 in Japan. We're extremely hyper-focused on brand new openings and also refreshing our current portfolio. So this is something that we have very much focused on over the last couple of years, Tyler and I, when we do our updates with you. But here you can see exactly how many resorts we have refurbished or opened. So in 2022, Kyoto Peak in Japan opened, Ting opened in France, Val d'Isere had a brand new facelift where it became exclusive collection. Progelato had a full renovation. Hero Grand opened in 2023. La Rosière opened its exclusive collection space. And this year we have more refurbishments and renovations coming to Cher Chevalier, which is just 2 weeks away from opening now and being done. And then Kyoto Peak will also have an exclusive collection. Once we hit 2025, you're going to see that second resort opening up in the Italian Alps. So how do you book? What does this look like? The Alps itself, you are booking a 1-week package. It is a Sunday to Sunday. Your departure from Canada will always be on the Saturday with a Sunday check-in and then the following Sunday check-out. With your lessons, they are from Monday to Friday. This is very important to note. We don't run the lessons on weekends. That is a la carte for you, and your clients can go ahead and either do their own thing or they can go ahead and book private guides and lessons on those days. Asia is a little bit different. When you are booking any of our Asia resorts, there's flexibility there with how long you can stay, and there's no minimum stay. However, we do recommend a 4-night stay to get the full package and experience. Now, I touched on it a little bit here with the ski guides, but to give you a better idea, every single one of the mountains has a different ski school that will be doing all of our ski and snowboard lessons and outdoor activities, as well as the kids' lessons. So the ESF in the French Alps, we have the Italian ski school, obviously in Italy, and the Swiss school as well. In Asia, it's a little bit different. It's going to be a mixture of both certified GOs, so GOs are staff, are great organizers, plus ESF staff from France that have been relocated there. Every single one of you is going to have the option here of a dedicated ski room and dedicated locker. Each room will have their own locker. The bigger the room, the bigger the locker. Each one will have boot warmers. It'll have different racks that you can put your skis on, your snowboards in. And the nice thing is, if you are staying in the exclusive collection, you will actually have your own dedicated ski room as well. So it's separate from the rest of the resorts. Tyler's going to touch on the equipment a little bit later, because that's a question that we get a lot. But do keep in mind that before you arrive, we do ask you to do your easy arrival. This is something that we've had for a while, but we do get a lot of questions on it because people don't really know what easy arrival is. It's exactly that. It's to make your client's arrival simple. So they are going to get an email from us at the 20-day, 10-day, and 5-day mark before their stay. What we ask from you to do, what we ask for you to do, is to fill out all the pre-arrival forms. So this is going to be in accordance to what equipment they've gotten. We need to know their height, their weight, their foot size to get the right measurements and get the right equipment into their ski locker. All their equipment will be in there. They'll register for classes and also do the childcare online registration as well. Once they get to the resort, there's no queuing. There's no lineups. They can skip all the registration. They can get right onto the slopes and make it a faster process. So really no headache for them. I will put a little note here as well. Please put the client's email address in when you are doing their easy arrival. This is really just to facilitate the process and make it easier for them. This is not to send them direct emails and direct promotions. That all comes to you as the agent. This more so just makes it easier for them when they're utilizing the online portal and also the Club Med app. And then real quickly here, this is some collateral that we want you guys to utilize. So on Club Med TA, we have made you these handy dandy comparisons. So you can go ahead and compare 3, 4, and 7 night stays, both as a couple's getaway and a family getaway at Quebec Charlevoix and at some of our Alps properties to very well-known ski properties throughout Canada and through Europe. Use this because sometimes clients will get a sticker shock in the very beginning saying, oh, Club Med is too expensive. That's not the case. Once you're looking at all the FIT and EP product, you're going to see on here exactly how much savings your clients are going to receive with all the benefits that are included for them. Okay, and I'm going to hand it on over to Tyler, who's going to give you more details on the Alps and the Americas.
Okay, guys, so we're going to dive a little bit deeper into our actual properties so you can see what we do have on offer. We won't be covering all of them, but we're going to cover a lot of them to give you a really good idea of what you have to sell to different clients. So in the Alps, 6 key things to kind of remember. Some of the largest ski domains in the world. I know a lot of people talk about a comparison to Whistler or out West or whatever else is happening around the world, but the Alps is the largest ski domain in the world. You have expert ski instructors. We've touched on that. The authentic European gastronomy and wines. This is true in all of our resorts. You'll see different nights in every restaurant that we have, completely all-inclusive. And most of our villages are located directly above an existing ski village where you can walk down and experience Europe as you would at any other European destination. Charming local villages, which we just touched on. The unique ski experience in the spring. So when I was there in March this year, we had about a 6-foot base at La Rosière. It was full sun snowboarding, skiing the entire time, but it was ranging between 3 degrees to 10 degrees during the day, all sun, very, very easy and warm skiing. I actually had to take out 2 layers of my jacket so I wasn't dying on the hill. And then obviously the natural beauty. You get this one when you're on the slope, 2 if you're in our hot tubs, if you're in your rooms, the views that you have from everywhere. La Rosière, especially, our hot tub faces Mont Blanc. All of our rooms are facing the slopes, and you'll see that with all of our resorts as we go through. So, like I said, La Rosière, very comfortable here. Sam's been here twice in the last 2 years. I was just here in March. Beautiful, family-friendly ski in, ski out resort at 6,000 feet elevation. You wake up here and you're going to assume it's cloudy every morning, or you're going to assume it's a bad weather day. You're just inside of a cloud. Once that cloud clears and you see the clarity, by the time you're hitting the slopes, it's going to be a perfect day every single time you're out here. It is about an hour and 65 minutes from Lyon or an hour and 70 from Geneva. It is a good drive in, but it's a beautiful drive as you drive through small French towns and then up the mountain directly. But just a beautiful resort in and out. So with La Rosière, the nice thing here is there's multiple options all over the resort to hang out, activities for kids, couples, families, whatever. And you'll work your way through here. So as I mentioned, you have beautiful views of Mont Blanc directly across from you. The snow activities start from 8 a.m. all the way till 4 o'clock with 2 après skis. So an après ski at lunch and an après ski directly after dinner. And then other activities at this property, you'll see parties throughout the day for kids. The kids clubs are definitely in full swing out throughout the day, whether they're skiing or they're hanging out inside. They'll do different yoga classes, fitness levels, and like Club Med does at all of our properties. We're really just doing the same thing that we would do at our sun properties. We're just swapping the ocean for a mountain. Our wellness zone is also another really big thing at all the resorts, but we'll cover that. In terms of our exclusive collection that we have at La Rosière, this just opened last year. It's a brand new section, front facing, massive rooms, luxury suites, room service for breakfast, the exclusive lounge bar, which is almost like a speakeasy when you walk into it, dedicated concierge, their exclusive outdoor whirlpool, which faces the mountain as well, and privileged access to all of the resort. So here you can actually see the ski map for La Rosière. The really cool thing at this property is the front of the mountain is France and the back of the mountain is Italy. It is a massive ski domain, which has a little bit of everything for everyone. Obviously the bunny hills for the kids as they're getting started and learning in their lessons, but they can advance to the double blacks. on the front side and the back side of the mountain, which generally offer two totally different kinds of powder. So we're going to move on to Club Med Ting, which is a pretty close neighbor to Le Rosier, just about 30 minutes up the road. Ting is one of the most world-renowned ski domains. This property opened for us in 2023 and actually won the award for Best New Resort Opening. Beautiful property, 120 minutes from Chambéry and 180 from Geneva. I believe it's an hour and a half from Lyon. So this resort, a much larger, a little bit different than our normal style. It's a very prominent high-rise right set aside the mountain. So right when you walk up the back, you have main gondolas there. You have your bunny hills right there. Definitely ski in, ski out. 2 restaurants, 2 bars, and our exclusive collection space. Tons of activities here, our wellness zone that you'll see at the majority of the resorts we're going to talk about today. And again, the children's services. This is a great resort for both families, expert skiers, couples, what have you.
I will also jump on here and mention that Ting is actually one of the better locations if you do have snowboarding clients. There is not as many flats here. So this is probably one you want to push them to if they're looking for snowboarding over skiing.
100%. So you can see the main restaurant, all of these locations are very modern, but still give you that cabin feel. So exactly what you want out of a winter getaway. You're going to feel warm and cozy the whole time. And the interior decorating that we did here is amazing. And you see it kind of across everything. So just in terms of the exclusive collection, we have much larger rooms in our exclusive collection suite. So you can see the suite here with the living room, its own master bedroom. There's a kid's bedroom as well. And then you have the exclusive collection lounge, which offers a ton of space, evening snacks, higher end bar, a lot of perks to being in the exclusive collection section here. So we do have options from beginner to expert. This is very true at all of our properties, but when it comes to Ting, Val d'Isère, Le Rosier, you're going to see, great flats where kids can really start getting their balance on their skis, on their snowboards. But when it comes to mountain ranges like Ting, this ski domain, it has some of the most challenging runs in the world. They do world-class competitions here all throughout the year. You'll see all different kinds of activations going on with World Cup ski racing, X Games, everything has been in this area. So again, the ski map, this kind of gives you an idea of how close Val d'Isère and Ting are. So they actually share the domain. Your lift ticket for one will work at both. And again, you can just see the proximity from how close Ting is to Val d'Isère. And again, this is a higher elevation. So you can feel very confident booking early December departures for this resort and knowing that they will have snow all through the season. Val d'Isère, I love this property. We came and touched on here when we were on our last fam trip. This is kind of, can't really call it a hidden gem. Val d'Isère is one of the most expensive areas in all of France. It's actually more expensive to own property here than it is in Paris. And we are nestled right in the heart of the village with a beautiful front patio, but we have all that old world charm that was built into this property years ago, but a brand new renovation that has made this place feel very modern, but still cozy cottage chic, and probably one of the best ski domains in the world. So the resort overview here. The great thing here is you are right in the village. You walk out of our main patio, make a right turn. You have a Chanel store. There's a Louis Vuitton store. You have little cafes and pubs all over the place. And this is a see and be seen type of destination. Our large patio sits right in the center of the village. We have our après-ski there where they're doing outdoor barbecues. The bar there is amazing. And again, this is another family-friendly resort as well. Snow activities from 4 years old all the way to however you need to be when you want to retire from skiing, I guess. Our sports and wellness zone, again, similar to what you're getting everywhere else, but this hotel is also fully exclusive collection. So do keep that in mind. All rooms come with all exclusive collection amenities, like the breakfast room service, like the concierge, full access to everything. Just an idea of what this property looks like on the inside. Again, it is old world charm meets modern ski cabin. You can see the main stage here to the right, the patio that I was just talking about on the bottom left, and little lounge areas that exist like this all over the property.
So just imagine yourself out there with Aperol spritzes on a nice bluebird day, fresh mussels going behind you in a white wine cream sauce. So much cheese. There's so much cheese.
Raclette for days. Yeah, and you can see the main restaurant here too, just to give you an idea. If you're not familiar with Club Med's, all of our main restaurants generally have offshoot rooms where you can sit. So even though you're in the main buffet or marché, as we call it, every day, you can sit in different areas, makes it feel like a different restaurant, and the food options are changing every day. Again, the ski map, you can see Ting and Val d'Isère very close together. Unbelievable ski opportunities. I will say Val d'Isère is a little more difficult than Ting is, so do keep that in mind for your clients. It is high-end for high-end skiers. It's just, you're going to get a lot more steep runs on this property than you may at Ting.
One thing to note on here, guys, too, if you are staying in either exclusive collection at either Ting or Val d'Isère, you can use your ski pass, as Tyler did mention before, to ski both domains, and you can go to either resort to stay for lunch if you wanted to, and then ski back over to where your resort is. So there is an exchange privilege between Ting and Val d'Isère with the exclusive collection only.
Yeah, and we do have little ski lockers that you can use there as well. So shifting a little bit, moving into Italy, this is Club Med Progelato. Progelato is, again, and it sounds redundant, but this is a beautiful ski domain, hosted the Turin Olympics. It is, what is the best way to describe it? It gives you that Nordic village vibe in an all-inclusive, which is great. I will mention that this property is not direct ski in, ski out. It is a 5-minute walk across the road to the main lifts. So where most of our properties, or almost all of our properties, you will be able to ski directly right out of your side door of the resort. Here you are crossing the road to get to the main ski domain. So from an overview of this resort, like I said, it feels like a Nordic village. So as you walk around, it looks like little cottages kind of built all throughout. This is one of our properties where not everything is all housed within one building. So do keep in mind when people are going for dinner, they will be leaving their cottage Nordic building thing to wander over to the main restaurant. But we do, like, it's a very small walk to anything, and it's very closed in, so you're blocked from the wind. But we do have our great pool here. This is a great place for kids, great place for families in general. The rooms are actually a little bit bigger here, and you'll have a little more space for your family. But just keep in mind, as far as ski domains go, this is world class. So you can see here, massive runs from, like, historic runs that were run in the Turin Olympics. And again, there's a little bit for everyone. So directly across from the resort, we do have a very easy beginner area. And from there, it's only about 10 minutes to get up to the Crazy Black Diamond runs. And the nice thing with this mountain too is there's gondolas everywhere. So you're enclosed. So even though you're giving up the direct ski and ski out, you're getting a lot with it. And keep in mind, this is one of our lower price properties. So if this is an entry line family or couple trying to get into Club Med for the first time, this is a great introduction, and it'll only lead to bigger things. Club Med Alpe d'Huez. So Alpe d'Huez is definitely on the trendy upscale side of things. It was voted best ski resort in 2020. Alpe d'Huez is known for a lot of things, but we have some crazy music festivals that happen in this area. We have a very, very nice ski domain. And honestly, it's just, this thing just kind of screams European ski vacation as soon as you get inside. And you'll see that from the pictures. So from the overview, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, Alpe d'Huez is a little bit on the lower side, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so you'll find that, like we mentioned in Ting and Val d'Isère, you're at a much higher elevation, so it's definitely something that you can book early December. With Alpe d'Huez, just keep in mind that they're getting snow more mid-December through early mid-March. They're not guaranteed snow in the shoulder seasons, but still a beautiful property, amazing mountain ranges all around it, and you can see just an absolutely beautiful ski domain with all different types of runs. You can see here 18 blacks, 28 reds, a lot of good mixes for a lot of good skiers. These Arc Panorama. So Panorama is, again, Paradis ski, beating a dead horse, an amazing ski domain with a ton of amazing options. This resort is, again, on the more modern side. It's very chic and upscale on the inside, but this is a great resort for families. Their ski domain is directly in front of the resort. It actually has very easy runs directly in front, and then directly behind, you're already getting into the black. So very easy place to get around from. You want to skip to the, yeah, there we go. So the resort overview, lots of snow activities here. Obviously your ski lessons, again, from 4 till whenever you need them. You have great yoga, aquadynamic, your HIIT, your body pump training, day and night entertainment. This resort, from what I've heard, we had some agents that were there last year. They made it look like the crazy signs and shows were packed every single night. And because you're in the ski domain, you're going to have a ton of people from all over the world here. So this is very melting pot for us. The wellness zone is also a beautiful spot, and we have a heated outdoor pool here as well. So you can see from the domain, we actually have 3 Club Meds all within this area. So Paisley Vivandry is just off to the right, and then to the right of that is La Plagne. But Paradis ski is, again, one of the top ski domains. I think it's the 2nd largest that we have in France. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. Club Med Grand Massif. So Grand Massif is another really interesting property, a little bit more on the modern side, one of the only ones with a large outdoor pool that we actually service in the winter. Again, you're going to be at a lower altitude at this property, so I would definitely look more mid-December, January until March. A great family property. And a little bit closer to some of the airports. So you'll see from Geneva, you're only about 70 minutes, which is much closer than a lot of the properties we have. So the resort overview, 382 rooms. We have our chalet apartments adjacent to the resort. Well, we'll touch on that in a second. We, like all of our other resorts, we have one main restaurant, our one specialty restaurant, and our family experience restaurant. So again, this property is definitely one for families. The kids club here is very, very, very good. And the nice thing here too is our cross-country ski is actually a little bit bigger here than some of the other areas because of the lower altitude. So you'll find a lot more flats here for cross-country, but still great for skiers and snowboarders. So as I just mentioned, we have our chalets. So Club Med Grand Massif, it is our exclusive collection space. These are new, added last year. Just massive rooms, can't describe them as rooms, massive chalets that fit your whole family, give you a whole bunch of exclusive club access, which we've been talking about. But the nice thing here too is you still have that full access to the resort, even though you're a little bit separated from it. So it feels like you're kind of on your own solo family vacation, but you're just steps away from the actual resort and all the activities and everything else that happens there. And you can see the ski domain here. Very beautiful ski domain, peaks and valleys, which is always a nice thing. And again, the proximity to the airport is a nice thing here. And it's just a little bit different than, this is, I would say, a more relaxing family space than what you're going to get in some of the other domains. Club Med Val Thorens. So this one, you've heard me say family, family, family for the last few resorts. Val Thorens, or Valtho, as Sam likes to call it, this is a property that is definitely more geared to adults. So again, in the heart of the 3 valleys, it is a beautiful ski domain. Again, more on the modern side, less of that cozy cottage, a little bit more geared to couples and adults, and you'll see that in the pictures as we go through here. So total rooms here, 384, 2 restaurants, 2 bars, takeaway counter, which, you know, we do provide snacks throughout the day. Obviously, it's fully all-inclusive. The main thing here is the kids club is not available. So keep that in mind. This is adult-centric. It is a big après-ski, and it's an adult vibe all the way throughout. You can see from the spa to the rooms, this is definitely built for adult getaways. But that being said, amazing ski domain, great activities, ski lessons starting at 12 years old. So where we normally start at 4. So you will have kids here just not at the scope that you would in a lot of the other ones. They have indoor wall climbing. They have the actual indoor wall climbing is right in the main lobby, which is kind of a crazy thing here. But they also have the body pump training, yoga, all that stuff there as well.
This one is a really good switch sell if you were selling any clients to Arc Extreme prior to it closing,
Yes.
which was our adults only resort. So if you are looking for something that has that similar vibe to it, then this would be a good switch sell.
Yeah, similar vibe, definitely elevated accommodations to compared to what Arc Extreme used to be, which Arc Extreme is no longer with us. But again, you can see the ski domain. This is 12 LA. This is an amazing, amazing ski domain. And it's definitely geared towards skiers because of the peaks and valleys. There is a lot more flats here just getting around the mountains, but beautiful. This one makes me a little sad. I just left here on Sunday. Club Med Charlevoix, love this property, and I love that we have a fall image up here. The colors were starting to change as I left the other day, and I noticed that Susan's very partial to this property as well. But our first and the only all-inclusive that exists in Canada, about 9 hours from Toronto driving and a short 2-hour flight. I love this property, and we'll get right into it. So I would say, especially from the view I had. So I was just in a deluxe Riverview suite. The view from there, it looks like you're sitting over an ocean because the St. Lawrence gets so wide here. And you see that from so many different vantage points of the property. Whether you're at our Meteor Bar, if you're in the Chalet Gourmet restaurant, if you're in our main restaurant with balconies on the sides, you have these beautiful views of the river. And then if you're on the opposite side of the resort, you have beautiful views of Le Massif, the mountain that is attached to the property. We're the second gondola up here, so we're a little bit higher than just flat elevation. So when you get out of the ski in, ski out area, when you're coming out of the ski room, it's about a 300-meter ride down to the main gondola. So again, completely downhill, so you can ski right to the main gondola and be up at the top of the mountain within 15 minutes. Just beautiful property, very family friendly. The kids club, the petite club, the teen club. We kind of saw all of it in full action this week. I know I was there for the summer, but we were at 90% occupancy. So it was very, very busy while we were there. And you can see just how well this resort really, takes in families, couples, everything. You had a little bit of a mix of everything. You see that from the kids shows to the adult shows. Great property all around. Beautiful pool as well. So to the resort for Charlevoix, you would generally, if you're driving from Ontario, obviously you can park directly at the resort, but it's driving about an hour and a half past Quebec City. If you're flying in, you would fly to Quebec City, about an hour and a half transfer, or you do have the option to do the Charlevoix train, which is a really unique experience as well. Honestly, I saw it while I was there this weekend. It's quite easy to get from the train all the way up. So now when you are going, your lift passes are included as they always would be. But the train drops you off right at the base of the gondola. So you can take the gondola up and be at the resort very, very quickly. So that is another option. You can see our ski map here. So Le Massif, just to give you an example, because this is further east, further north than any of the other non-Western Canada ski resorts, we do get real powder here. We have great elevation. You'll actually see this on your drive in as you drive. Feels like down a mountain from the side, completely approaching into the St. Lawrence. And that's the other thing. The whole time you're skiing the front side of the mountain, you'll have beautiful views of the St. Lawrence through the entire duration of your day. And again, really great ski school here. It's directly in front of the ski section. So as soon as you're out the doors, you'll see the kids clubs all going to the main run right there where they have the bunny hill for them to learn on and our great Massif staff doing the lessons there.
All right. So let's jump quickly to Asia. We won't spend too much time on this, but I do want you all to be well acquainted with the different resorts that we have there. So you can see here that we have 3 properties in China and 4 in Japan on the North Island of Hokkaido. And each one of them will have a different difficulty and skill level. So this gives you a nice idea If you have beginners and first timers, Tamamu and Chang Basin are probably your best option to go to. Once you get into a more intermediate level, Sahara Hokkaido, Kyoto Peak, Kyoto Grand, and then once we get into the more enthusiast or expert level, then we're going to start looking at Badehu in China and Yabuli as well, that's in China. So if you want to screenshot that to have a little bit of an idea of what the difficulty level is like, please go for it. The three we're going to touch on today are in Japan. So our brand new property is Club Med Kyoto Grand. This one opened up in December of 2023. This was a resort takeover still in the Hokkaido Mountains. Really cool area because not only are you getting that Club Med charm once you're going there, but you're also getting this French Japanese flair when it comes to the food, when it comes to all of the activities, and also the entertainment that's on site. Here you can see some of the different activities that you can do here. Wellness is a huge part of Japanese culture. And the nice thing about skiing in Japan is that you have that fresh powder snow. So this area is actually known to be the best place in the world to have that fresh powder snow. And there's also this interesting ice formation that happens on the trees when you are skiing in this area. I'm also going to make mention here to the Japanese onsens. If you have clients who are going to any of the public onsens in Japan and they have tattoos, they cannot go or they have to have them fully covered. If you're coming to one of our properties, it's private property. Thus, you can go ahead and go into the onsens, have that traditional experience, and not have any sort of challenges. Club Med Kyoto Peak right next door. This is part of our core collection, so the 4 Trident collection. Only 90 minutes from Chito's airport, and we'll show you the different ways to get to these properties as well. This was, again, brand new in 2022. Smaller resort at 126 rooms, but again, you are getting that Japanese French flair when you are coming here. Remember, Kyoto Grand is part of the exclusive collection, and then Kyoto Peak is part of the core collection. So here are some of the rooms. So again, very Nordic feel when you're coming into these rooms. We have rooms not only for couples, but also for families where you have the multiple bedrooms and multi-beds. And then how do you get there? This will show you exactly what the ride looks like from Chito's airport. Now, there's a lot more lift from Western Canada. Keep that in mind to get you into Tokyo. So either right into Tokyo or into Haneda, and then from there you can connect into the North Island with ANA. It's quite easy to get you there. And here is your ski map of the domain. Now, just to give you an idea, all these ski maps you can find on Club Med TA. They're going to be located right under the resort pages. So every resort will have their own ski map housed. Our biggest seller from Canada is Club Med Tamamu Hokkaido. This is one of the lower altitude properties. It is one of the more beginner resorts to go to. But again, you are getting that same flair when you're here. This one, I would say, is more comparable to our French Alps resorts, just with the architecture wise. But again, you have skiing, snowboarding. We're almost doubling the room count here with 341 rooms, full kids activities, all kids clubs, and your wellness activities included here as well. So a little bit of a different area. You can see that now we're going to go east, and there's a couple different arrival points that you can come in here, all listed. Two airports, 1 train station to get you to the resort itself. And your ski domain. So you can see on here, there's not as many advanced slopes here if we were comparing it to Kyoto. This is why you want to gear this more so towards your families and those beginner skiers. Go for it, Tyler.
Details. Nailed it. So you'll notice on here we have our ski equipment info. So if you know Club Med, we have had a long-term deal with Rosenthal as our main ski equipment provider, and snowboards also. So they do all of our our snowboards, our skis, and everything you could possibly want. Keep in mind when you are doing your early arrival, we want to know exactly what level your clients are when they're coming. You can see on the model side here on this slide that we have everything from just starting out, so skating and cross country, and then we go all the way from our sport to prestige. So this is making sure if you have somebody who's going to be doing off-piste and going with guides to kind of go all over the mountain, we want to know exactly what their level is, and we'll make sure that they have the prestige stuff, because if not, you don't want to put somebody with beginner wide plank skis out in a very tricky domain. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. And it goes for the same for children. If your kids are more experienced, we'll make sure that they have the performance stuff as well.
And guys, remember that we do ask that you pre-book your ski equipment, because they are going to be fully commissionable to you. Your clients are going to book them when they get to the resort anyways. Please add them to your file at the time of booking.
And it also helps with the availability of it, because if you do have an advanced skier that needs them, there's only so many. So if you're booking in advance, that's guaranteeing them. And when they return, or when they arrive at the village, from the image you saw that Sam posted before with the ski lockers, everything will be in there for them. They will not have to queue and wait in line. I brought my own snowboard, needed to get it waxed last year. Takes a while when everybody else is trying to do that. Sorry, you can go ahead, Sam. So our high altitude restaurants, this is just another unique thing that we offer. So you can see here, Progelato and St. Moritz. These are our two non-direct ski in, ski out properties. We have high altitude restaurants that are right there for your GMs or your clients to take advantage of on the mountain, so that they're not being forced to return to the village for lunch every single day. They can grab food while they're out. It's just another unique experience that we've added in there for them. Club memberships. So I feel like everybody knows about this because I get asked a lot, but we have our adult memberships, which are $60, and our child memberships, which are $30. And remember, if they are booking multiple times, if they were at Meaches in the fall and they're going skiing in the winter, you only pay that membership fee one time in a year. And keep in mind, our basic does, sorry, when you're just paying the membership fee, it does come with basic insurance. You can kind of see everything here, but we do offer extra insurance packages for you to cover them as well. So our loyalty program. So this is actually what we're giving away today. So with our 84,000 points, this is another way you can earn them. So obviously every booking you make, for every dollar, you get 1 point. These points can be accumulated as long as you have a check-in every single year. You can save those points, but honestly, book a ton of Club Med and use them every year. I think that's the best way to do it. You can also gain points by doing our Club Med University. We do have it live on the CMTA platform. You can go on there and do it at any time. We will be updating it as well, and we've removed everything that shouldn't be there anymore. So when it comes to your levels, when you're making your first booking, you're going to be at that turquoise level, Great Advisor. As you move up and you clear 15,000 points, you jump up to silver, and then from silver to gold at 50,000. And then, sorry, you move to platinum. I was going to say black. It would make sense, honestly, with the color. But you move up to platinum with 120,000 points. So this gives you some extra bonuses for you that you can kind of see here. This is also on our CMTA platform, so make sure to go see it. Oh, no, that's fine. I didn't want to read all of them anyway.
But the biggest thing to also note on here, guys, is that there's rewards for your clients too. So we want you to reach that gold and platinum level, so you can go ahead and start giving your clients upgrades, not only to their status level where they get more perks, but also for room upgrades. So we would like for you to be the hero and for you to give them those upgrades.
So just recapping, our ski getaway sale that we have on right now, up to $990 off. Honestly, we have 2 big ski sales a year. We had one in March. That was the biggest ski sale of the year. This is the only time we're going to have good pricing again. Like this is not good pricing. This is the only time we're going to have reduced pricing again. So keep this in mind. We're already very late in the season. So when you're looking for availability, you want to make sure that you have whole availability there for you, whether it's a superior room that they're looking for, a deluxe room, exclusive collection, and then again, a larger breadth of resorts available. So whether they're looking for something like a Ting or a Progelato, you want to make sure that all those options are there available for you. And because they all offer such different things, they sell out very, very quickly. So if you're looking for Ting for an exclusive collection room because they love that domain, once that's gone, it's gone. And then the only thing close to that is Val d'Isere, and that's an even larger jump in price. So just keep that in mind when you are looking. The booking window, as we mentioned, September 3rd to September 17th. That is for all resorts. And then the reduced perimeter, when we drop down to the resorts that you see on the right, September 18th to October 2nd. Again, as Sam mentioned, I don't want to beat a dead horse. We're getting these bookings, they're coming to our website. We don't want to get them that way. Me and Sam, honestly, don't love what direct bookings come in because it doesn't really help us. We want to see you guys making the bookings. The only way you're going to get them is if you talk about this product to your clients. If they don't know that you offer it, they're never going to buy it from you. And this is what everyone said to us when we were at the ski and snowboard show last year. We'll be there again this year, so feel free to come by and say hi. Hopefully, we're hearing that a lot of these clients are booking with you guys and not directly on our website. And again, we are giving away a chance to win a $1,000 prepaid gift card, plus the runner-up gets an Apple Watch or AirPods, and this is specifically for English Canada. So great opportunity to win. From September 3rd to October 31st. Keep in mind, this is only FIT bookings, so groups do not count here. So if you get a couple good bookings in here, you're going to have a great chance. One ski booking, one chance to win. So just keep that in mind. And then obviously, please keep in touch. We have our emails being sent B2B or B2B2C, whatever it is. I feel like I might have just stroked out saying that. But me and Sam are sending emails on the regular, our Facebook group, Club Med with Samantha and Tyler, or if you're in Quebec and you want to follow Arian and Andre, they're on there as well. And then Club Med TA. Please familiarize yourself with this. It makes it so much easier for you guys to book. There's comparison tools here, tells you your commission levels, keeps you off the phone, honestly. It's just it's an easy way to go, see the pictures, see the ski domain. And then when you're actually on the individual properties, we have fact sheets, we have all kinds of information for you there. So keep that in mind. And if you have any questions, always reach out to me or Sam. We'll do our best to keep you informed on everything going on. Thank you.
And that's it. I hope everyone learned something new.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I have to say that was amazing information. And Tyler, you touched on it. I can relate as well to the Charlevoix resort. I have to say it's one of our favorite trips we had. We went a year ago, July, my husband and I, and we chose it for our own personal vacation. And I can tell you, any equipment you have is next level, high end. Any instructional is, you'll never be not confident to do something new, whether it's skiing or mountain biking or whatever, hiking, whatever this deal is, you guys have it covered. And then there's like a charcuterie board and drinks waiting when you come back from your events, like
the poutine bar.
Like,
and like, keep this in mind. If you want to know how good it is for families, my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, picked that for her birthday last week when we were there. So we have 70 resorts that she could choose from. She chose Charlevoix. That's where we ended up going. And my 7-year-old is like, we are going there in February for my birthday because she's finally old enough for snowboard lessons. And we're going to go do that trip again in February because I love it so much.
Aw. Okay, we have some great questions here, guys. So we're going to get through them. We understand we're coming near the end, but stick it through. If you have a question, we'll get to it, I promise. And don't forget, in order to qualify for the amazing prize today, you have to see until now the question period, okay? But if you have to leave around 1:30 because you want to get back to booking Club Med, we get it. You've already been entered to qualify. Okay.
The sale is open.
For sure. Okay, so someone is asking, if transfers arrive before check-in time, will there be an early check-in fee?
No. So basically what happens with the transfers is that they are built with the package. So majority of those people arriving anyways on, let's say, the Air Canada flight to Lyon or Air France from Paris to Lyon or Geneva, KLM, these are common flights that come in with guests going the Sunday to Sunday. So everything's going to be included as soon as you check in. And remember, like some of these are a 2 to 3 hour transfer. So
Yeah.
not gonna make you go hungry when you get to the resort.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so both Carolyn and Mary Catherine are asking about the presentation. They like the slides. Can they access these slides off of your agent portal?
We'll put them up there for you. We have a dedicated ski page on Club Med TA. Everything will be found there. So everything from webinars to trainings to current flyers, promotions, incentives, ski maps, it's all going to be there. So we want you to utilize that page on Club Med TA. This is why we need you to register.
Would they be able to find equipment rental cost on there and everything?
And the booking engine.
Okay, Kathy,
Because
that's
what you
key.
need to do in the booking engine is to specify, as Tyler was mentioning, the level. You can't just tell them, oh, it's going to cost you approximately this much. No, you need to ask them, what do they need? What level do they need? And then you got to break it up by skis and snowboards, boots and poles, helmets. If they're going to Asia, there's also
Jackets
outfit
and things.
rentals. So
Yeah.
you got to ask them these questions. It's super important.
Well, this is, I'm going to ask for both of you, and this Jacintha's asking for new skiers. Where would you recommend?
There's quite a few.
Sam, this is for you. You're a new skier.
I actually gave up skiing and went back to snowboarding, but when I was relearning how to ski, I would say the best places to go are La Rosière, San Juan, Quebec Charlevoix, and Ting.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. Like on the snowboarding side, if you are looking at snowboarding, Ting, Val d'Isère, Arc Panorama, those are more open downhill mountains that are not going to require you to unbuckle and push yourself across the mountain. Because unfortunately, as a snowboarder, we don't get pulls. We just hope
Right.
that a nice skier will pull you through the flats.
And it's happened. We've had
Oh.
agents on FAMs who were snowboarding and they had to be pulled.
Angela's asking, and I'm asking, can you spill the tea? Where is the new Canadian Club Med? It's so exciting.
No tea to be spilt. All we ask is that you stay with us for the next couple of years because we've told you that the growth plan is large for North America, and we promise that there will be another new ski and mountain resort opening soon.
Okay, sounds good. You guys
Is
stay
it weird that I'm drinking iced tea as well?
Spill the tea. All
Don't
right.
spell it, you'll ruin your computer.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Shelley's asking, can you please clarify the transfer time from Geneva to La Rosière? Is it 70 minutes or 1 hour? Do you mind?
170
Sorry,
minutes.
yeah, it's a long one. So keep in mind when we're looking at places like Arc Panorama is not that far from La Rosière, but it has a straight line to it. La Rosière specifically is a lot of switchbacks because you're at 6,000 feet where the hotel sits. You drive like you would, you're literally going to drive right past Arc Panorama and Paisley and all of that stuff. And then you will do this a lot. It's a lot. But the views when you're up there, unbelievable.
And you see like mountain elks when you're up there too. We saw
That's
like
crazy.
so many of them and so much wildlife and things that you were like, okay, we don't see this in Canada. So
It was crazy because it was green when we were like, it was snowing a little bit in Lyon. And then the whole drive, I was like, we're gonna have snow, right? And then all of a sudden you just pull through this little gate that says La Rosière and everything has 6 feet of snow on every roof. And you're like, oh, okay, we're good up here.
Wow. And you know what,
Yeah.
Tyler, I was following along with you because I was really interested in it. And I remember you even saying that. And I'm like, wow, he's right. It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so Kathy's asking, she may have missed it, and that's okay. People come on and off. Can clients book airfare through Club Med? I did hear that the transfers from the airport are included, but is only if clients book the airfare through Club Med, or the transfers included if clients book the all-inclusive ski package. Can you guys go over the transfers?
you have to book airfare with Club Med as part of the full all-inclusive package to get your included transfers round trip to the airport.
Right.
It also reduces the all-over cost of the land. So you're basically getting a 10% discount in the land by booking your air with it. So that's, you know, what keeps us competitive as a tour operator. We have many air partners, which are great partners, and that gives us the availability to be flexible. Air Canada, Swiss, Lufthansa, Air France, KLM. But when you book your air with us, your transfers are included in that cost, and it brings the package price down.
Okay. Sounds like a win-win. Angela's asking, is a premium at a higher cost?
I wasn't too sure what was meant by that question, but are we talking about the premium ski rentals? Because if that's the case, then yes. As soon as you get higher in the, oh, she just said yes. If once you get higher in the ski equipment, yes, there will be an additional cost at the performance and prestige levels.
Okay, great. And Angela's asking about the family ones again that you really highlighted, Tyler. So there are
yeah, so obviously Les Arcs is a great one. We're talking Canada, Charlevoix is amazing for families. The Rosière, when we were there, it was probably 80% families that were there, and you could see it in the dining rooms, but you never felt overwhelmed by it. Like Val d'Isère is a great family property, but that being said, that hill is much harder. So I would stay with something like Alpe d'Huez, Les Arcs, the Rosière. Those are probably the ones I would lean towards.
But we have seen at Val d'Isère though that we're not going to lie, it's a very shishi type of village to go to, and the families that go there are higher end families. We will outright say it. We found that the kids were kind of more well behaved at Val d'Isère as well, but they were also a higher level of skier or snowboarder. They would come whipping in. They knew what they were doing. So
yeah, we have amazing ski lessons that are included. Val d'Isère is one of the places where you see the clientele say, we'll do the one-on-one ski lessons and pay for it. So it gives you an idea of what the clientele is.
Okay, great. Good answer, guys. Shelley's asking, are the advisor levels, turquoise, etc., cumulative for 1 year or multiple years? Good question.
You have to reach the levels each year, depending on the amount of dollars that are spent. Your points, however, will not expire should you have a check-in every single year.
Okay.
But to uphold your status level, that does change every year, and you do have to meet the selling criteria.
Okay.
But if you do it in December, that gives you a year from that date that you stay at that level.
Okay. You guys have a lot of people on Facebook here. No questions on Facebook, but we have one more on Zoom. So Cheryl is asking, like, do you guys have solo rates for Japan ski holidays? And I'm assuming she can use your agent portal to access that or call in to get the rates.
You got it.
The one other thing just to touch on for Japan, is I don't think it was in the presentation. So as we mentioned with the Alps, it is generally a 7-day booking. You can break it up, but it gets very messy and a lot more expensive. When it comes to Japan and Charlevoix, you can book 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever you want. It's definitely a lot more flexible. We do have a lot of people that are touring Japan in general and then doing a 4-day ski option as a side. So you don't have a minimum max stay in Canada or in Japan or in China.
Okay. Just one more here. Points from the Club Med University. What can I do with them? Can she, like, I guess when you do the Club Med University, you get some rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Free
Have
nights.
you applied?
Yeah, they're the
You
same
get
as your
free nights.
regular. Yeah, you're the great agent reward points. It's the same thing. So
Okay.
if you get 15,000 points, that basically gives you 2 free nights and
Wow.
change.
That sounds pretty good, you guys. Make sure you get that done. It's easy peasy for sure. All right. Well, I have to say you guys did a really great job. And I'm happy I wore my long sleeve shirt today because I'm ready to go skiing and I'm nice and warm for it. So let's go and let's hit these slopes. Your sales are fantastic. Really great deal. Like I said, you have an amazing product, which is like next level, everything, whether it's food, activities, whatever you're doing there, you guys have it covered. And I can speak personally to that. So thank you for everything. And don't forget, there's one lucky spoiled agent that's going to win 84,000 points, which is
Go big or go home. And we're
big or
going
go
big.
home. 2 people can go for 1 week, correct?
You got it. You got it.
Anywhere
Wow.
in the world.
Wow. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. If you guys get an email from either Sam or Tyler, it is super good news. How's that? Super good news. We'll give you guys a couple of days. We're gonna to pick the winners. Lots of great thank you so much for the trainings. Sherry saying on Facebook, cannot wait to sell. Holly, nice. Thanks again. Everyone's loving this. Amazing job. You guys are our favorite duo for Club Med. Thank you so much. And thanks for the partnership.
You're
And thanks to all the
welcome.
spoiled agents. If you're in the Ontario area, like ourselves and Tyler, thanks for joining us over lunch or for coffee if you're out west. So thank you. Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody. See
Thanks,
you soon.
guys. Bye.
All right. Good luck. Bye.